the 2018 Audi RS4 Avant. Avant meaning estate. This is not a soft S4, not that an S4 is soft, but this is a very high performance hot estate that can be used on a daily basis. With a 0 to 62 time of just over 4 seconds, this makes this almost coming up to supercar fast, and only a few years ago this would have been what was considered supercar fast. Now when I talk supercar fast, it has 450 PS. And while if you're driving it to use the full 450 PS, you may not get the best fuel economy, who cares when you've got noises like this. So this has Audi's new 8-speed auto transmission, which is ridiculously capable and reacts very, very fast. This car costs at base price £62,000, and this one was an options, it's only just below 70. But when you consider you can do this, it's so worth it. So from a driving perspective, this is a very confident on the road car. Even when it's wet and icy and a bit greasy out on the roads, you have real confidence that you can just go like this. The fortunate thing being with really adaptive suspension comes the fact that pothole filled roads in the UK, which we have many of, it can deal with very, very well. Inside, it's a really refined and typically Audi luxurious place to be, with leather, and of the plastics, well, they look lovely as well. It's quiet, it's extraordinarily comfortable. In the back you've got ISOFIX, and in the boot you've got loads of room. This is kind of an ideal everyday car, in that during the week you drive it in economy mode, you're careful, you're restrained with what you do, but at the weekend you could take this on the track and give a 911 a run for its money. Throttle's very, very responsive, while not killing you when you put your foot down. Visibility all round is very, very good. And even though this isn't a small car, on UK roads where, let's be honest, we do have some very, very thin roads, it doesn't feel huge. It feels completely controllable. So yeah, this is only just under £70,000 on the road, and yeah, it will probably rinse your pocket if you drive it hard everywhere, but it's totally worth it. This is truly what I would consider the ultimate daily, for a multitude of reasons. As mentioned, you have the ISOFIX, you've got loads of litres of room in the back, in the boot to put in anything you could possibly need, from your shopping to your buggies. For me, all my equipment, and my base would even fit in lengthwise, which is very impressive for a vehicle of this kind of performance to be able to do. When you drive carefully and held back, it's a very quiet and very comfortable place to be. Right now I have it in dynamic, and it's still not breaking my back on back roads. It's giving me enough bounce that, for instance, an older S3 really would have taken these bumps badly because it had very, very stiff suspension. This gives you the same kind of recoil while allowing you to go over bumps and not need a chiropractor shortly after. This truly is what an ultimate daily is, and while it is an expensive car to own, it's worth every single penny.